This is Sticks Officer Greta Perot. I'm reviewing a Huntsman report for approval. Let's see. Case was filed in Realm 3555, Haven in the city of Haven, located at the Brickhouse Bank. Dan Casket, a former security guard, held at one of the Brickhouse banks, taking one employee and 3 bystanders hostage. Let's see. No major property damage, 1 hostage was injured, and the job was taken by Rose Hunt and John Veter of the Howling Hoods.
Hey, Normie. Yeah, this column here says the average beer has 20% wheat, while the average slice of white bread has 25% wheat. What do you think of that?
I think that makes me want to order another loaf. Another round, John, if you'd be so kind.
Get me an appletini, please.
So, what happened?
After we handed them over to Sticks, I went to collect our payment. But since the report was originally only filed for 1 robber, they only paid for 1. The small fry. That and having to pay for the hostage's injury left us with a payout of 500 lousy beans. And I didn't even get a chance to show off. I swear, this drink is the only good news I've gotten all day.
Thanks. Well, look on the bright side. It's not like we're out on the streets. No matter where we go, I still got a gig here, and we have a place to stay. Isn't that right, Admetus? That's nice. I got something I think might cheer you up. Our next target, Jack Spring.
Wait, of the Spring family? Who would have known one of Talus's nobles would rack up quite the rap sheet?
He's been jumping from realm to realm, causing all sorts of trouble. Apparently, he's been trying to lay low after snatching some personal treasures from one of the pantheons. And I got a tip from an old friend in Adumla that he's planning on coming here, to Haven.
What did he take that was so important?
Not a clue, but for the price on his head, it must be important.
Well, I can't think of a better target to test my upgrades on.
So, what are you planning on doing to them?
Oh, you want to know what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do when I have them all tied up and helpless underneath my boot. You want to know, puppy? Well, first I'm going to hush, and then hush.
You guys should kiss.
Now, where is Jack hiding?
Well, supposedly, Jack's got a cousin here in Haven who remodeled one of Jack's old hideouts. If I had to guess, that's where he's heading.
And who is this cousin of his?
They call him.
Georgie, how can you be so cold to your own family? Not even gonna greet me yourself, eh? Instead, you send some worthless pile of bones to try to chase me off. Distasteful. Apologies on behalf of my family's lack of proper etiquette. It's a shame, really.
It's all right, sir. I think they just need a refresher on proper etiquette.
Lads. Still using that old pudding pie recipe.
Oh, it's a perfectly good recipe, Jack.
Gotta say, though, I like what you've done with the place. It's very sleek, but also has a cozy feel to it. Kinda like Twilight. Dead blokes, though.
Hilarious. Who are your pals, Jack?
Oh, these? These are the Wild Willows. Say hello to Dr. Toad, Badger, Ratty, and Mole. I think you can guess who's who. I picked up this caravan of crusaders when I was in Adumola.
I heard the bounty you got there is mighty impressive. Someone could get rich selling your skin.
Oh, Georgie, didn't you hear? I'm wanted alive. We all are, in fact. Well, at least for the time being.
Really? And why may that be?
Oh, it may have something to do with some of the goodies me and the boys picked up. Speaking of, yeah, I'm gonna need to repose this location. I got a project to work on.
I think we're close to a breakthrough. Once it's back to performing at 100% efficiency, we'll be able to restart the process.
You didn't! You wouldn't!
Oh, Georgie, you think too little of me. Is this really something I wouldn't do? That's awfully brave of you, Georgie. Uncharacteristically stupid, but brave. Ah, don't worry, none. I ain't gonna kill you for that. In fact, I've got a job for you, see? I'm gonna need you to help bring in some supplies for our doctor's project, and I know you got just the right connections.
No! Not here! All you do is spread chaos and mayhem, and I'm not having that in my business! I know exactly the piece of shit you are! You're the same Jack who cut up 5 of my girls. You caused drunken riots for a laugh. You picked fights with giants. You threw away your inheritance to one of the most established bakery enterprises in all the realms after you hunted people for sport. You're a maniac!
You know, I've always hated that rhyme my folks made for me. It's a terribly catching tune, don't you think? How did it end again? What a nasty boy am I.